Heaven and earth will disappear, but my words remain forever. But no one knows the date now when the end will be, not even the angels. No, nor even God's Son. Only the Father knows. The world will be at ease, banquets and parties and weddings, just as it was in Noah's time before the sudden coming of the flood. People wouldn't believe what was going to happen until the flood actually arrived and took them all away. So shall my coming be. 2 men will be working together in the fields, and one will be taken, the other left. 2 women will be going about their household tasks. One will be taken, the other left. So be prepared, for you don't know what day your Lord is coming.
Life was filled with guns and war, and everyone got trampled on the floor. I wish we'd all been ready. Children died, the days grew cold. A piece of bread could buy a bag of gold. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come. You've been left A man and wife asleep in bed. She hears a noise and turns. I wish we'd all been ready. 2 men walking up a hill, one disappears and one's left standing still. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come. You've been left behind. Life was filled with guns and war, and everyone got trampled on the floor. I wish we'd all been ready. Children died, the days grew cold. The piece of bread could buy a bag of gold. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. How could you have been so blind? The Father spoke, the demons died, the Son has come. You've been left behind. You've been left behind. You've been left behind. You've been left.
All right. Buenos dias, mis amigos. All right. So, I just want to go over this video here. Let's just play it and just see what happens. All right. Okay. That's what happens. Well, that's interesting. All right. Well, show's over. Have a good day. Oh, here we go. Whoa, hold on a second now. You did. What? I don't know what's going on here. Flights that manage to have Christian pilots will crash into whatever and kill thousands. Is that accurate? Well, Yeah, it is. It's possible. Now, of course, what is this? The tab is using extra resources to improve your performance. Let Chrome make it inactive. What kind of stuff is what's going on here? I have no idea. Well, that's weird. I've never seen that before. But now I contend that there won't be very many people saved on the last day. Okay. Matthew 24, verse 22, I think. Somewhere in the Bible it says that except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. In other words, if God allows things to play out the way that they are, there would come a point to where there'd be nobody saved. So, at the last day, when Jesus comes, there won't be very many people saved and alive. Okay, don't misunderstand me. And don't misunderstand the Word of God. This is obviously talking about those that are alive. Okay, those that are alive. Now, on that last day, the people that are alive and remain, that are saved, you would have to believe, I have to believe that they would all be older and and spread out throughout the world, for one, and just either in prison or old enough to where they're not in a good position to start a family, if that makes any sense. Okay, you think about all the factors that are in place for believers, people to get saved, groups of people, saved individuals. If there's a community full of saved people, they'll continue to essentially produce saved people because of the influence and the upbringing. And you would think, maybe not, I don't know, maybe not. Well, yeah, maybe. Because a community like that would be less susceptible to the deceptions of the world, the lies of Satan, if you will. So if you're essentially having a community of saved people would help thwart the deceptions of the world. It would help thwart the evils of the world to come in. Now, I don't believe that we have such a community anywhere in the world. Therefore, the evils of the world are stronger than ever. The deceptions of the world are at an all-time high. And somewhere in the Bible it says, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Except those days be short, and there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So you think about in the days of Noah, there was only 8 souls saved, right? In the days of Sodom, there was not even 10 righteous. And again, in Luke, the question is asked, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith on the earth? That's a heck of a question if there are going to be millions of people alive and saved when Jesus comes in the clouds of heaven. So it's obvious that there won't be very many saved people. Now, there will be a whole bunch of people, many people that say they believe in Jesus, say that Jesus is the Christ, and are not one of us. They are deceivers, liars, men who believe that they are good and that God will save them because of their goodness. And that's simply, truly not the case at all. Okay, let's go back to this here. Okay.
There's nobody there.
What?
There's nobody there. There's nobody in the cockpit. Oh no. I'm gonna have to learn how to fly. Is that a realistic scenario? And the answer is H-E double hockey sticks N-O. Heck no. Heck no, that's not even close. That's as if it's as if these guys putting together this movie have never read the Bible. Millions vanish? No. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith on the earth? And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved? No. If there were millions of Christians, God would not be justified in his return because obviously there'd be ample opportunity for even more people to get saved. But God is going to cut the days short because it's going to be apparent that there won't be any more people saved. So that doesn't mean the religion won't be flourishing. I mean, just look at people like Joel Osteen and Billy Graham and Jimmy Swaggart, and I don't even know who. These guys are huge, have huge followings, but they are far from God. So what makes you think, well, you think all of Jimmy Swaggart's and Joel Osteen's followers, they're all saved? No. 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 It'd be nice if they were, right? But if that were true, the end won't come for a million years, if ever. We might be stuck in this hellhole. Right. Okay. So, and then the other part of this is confusion reigns. There won't be no confusion. That this is wrong, dead wrong. dead wrong. People that are confused, they don't mourn. Oh, I'm so confused. Boo-hoo, hoo-hoo. When Jesus comes in the clouds of heaven, all the tribes of the earth mourn. We're so confused. Boo-hoo. No, that's not accurate at all. At all. Revelation chapter 1. All kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Oh, God, I'm so confused. No, that's not what that's not it at all. Yeah, not it at all. And then imagine this scenario. Luke 21. Men's hearts failing them for fear. They're so confused. Oh, I'm so confused. They have a heart attack. No, well, I guess confusion could add to stress, but no, there's going to be no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. There's not going to be any confusion. None whatsoever. Oh, I'm not going to get the image I was looking for. Come on, man. This guy is famous for one thing. He's famous for two things. One thing is giving somebody 5 across the lip. And the other thing is having a heart attack. Elizabeth, are you looking? Well, don't look. I love that show. Okay, so anyways, who cares? And then let's go to Revelation, is it 6? I don't remember. Somewhere in the Bible it says, they will say to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb. They're not confused. Said to the mountains and the rocks, we're so confused, fall on us. Nobody does that. They're not confused. They know exactly what's going on. That's why they're mourning. That's why they're wailing. That's why they're having heart attacks. That's why they're trying to hide from the face of him that sits on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb. No confusion. In fact, it's going to be the opposite of confusion. They're going to know with absolute certainty what is up. All right. It's even if they can't see, they're going to feel it. And it's not just us, it's going to be all the creatures, all the vegetation, everything in this world is going to know. And it's the way God has made us. It's what everything has been designed for, is this moment of transformation when evil is destroyed forever. This goes back to Genesis in the Garden of Eden, when Adam knowledge of good and evil, the Lord said to the serpent, because thou hast done this, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. This speaks specifically of the end of this world when Jesus comes in the clouds of heaven and destroys all evil forever. The wrath of the Lamb. This is it. That's the wrath of the Lamb, is when Jesus stomps his foot on the head of the serpent, destroying all evil forever and ever. And of course, you see me do this 100 times. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit down at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. Right? For he must reign till he has put all enemies under his feet. Okay? I mean, it's beyond obvious. It really is. That when Jesus comes in the clouds of heaven, he will stomp his foot on the head of the serpent. He will destroy all evil forever. Right? For he must reign till he's put all enemies under his feet. And this is important. This is very important. This is echoed all throughout the Bible over and 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 over again, all throughout the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Revelation chapter 3, behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. All the unsaved are going to come before our feet. And God is going to make them to know that God loves us. Okay? Now, this is important to understand. We're not going to be on the earth. You don't want to be on the earth. I've already showed you. All the tribes of the earth will mourn. You don't want to be down here on the earth when all the tribes of the earth are mourning. You don't want to be here on the earth when all kindreds of the earth are wailing. You don't want to be here on the earth when men's hearts are failing them for fear. You don't want to be here on the earth when people are calling for the rocks and the mountains to fall on them, to hide them from the face of him that sits on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb. You don't want to be here on the earth for that. And specifically, you don't want to be here on the earth when fire comes down from God out of heaven and devours all the unsaved. That's why we're up in the air, the new Jerusalem, the beloved city. We're above when this happens. You don't want to be on the earth. Guaranteed. You don't want to be here on the earth when Jesus is up in the clouds of heaven and he sends fire down from heaven. You do not want to be here on the earth. That would mean you're on the wrong side of the fence. Okay. Behold, the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. You want to be off this world, off this earth. You want to be up in the air with the Lord. Guaranteed. If you're not, you're in big trouble. Big, big trouble. So there won't be no confusion. There will be fear, panic, people mourning and wailing. And I think this is one of the things that really, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like this movie here. The scene is not accurate at all. It's not confusion, chaos. It is extreme sadness, extreme sorrow, wailing. People, it's going to be heart-wrenching because people are going to know deep down in their soul that this is it. And they're going to be tremendously in grief, tremendous grief, painful grief, unlike any grief. Maybe a mother that loses her child and she's in extreme sorrow and extreme grief, wailing in pain because of the loss of her child. Every single person on earth is going to experience that kind of sorrow. It's going to be the realization that it's the end of the world. It's Judgment Day. It is appointed unto men once to die. And then after this, the judgment. All right, so that's it. 26 minutes. That's long enough. All right. Have a good day.